Welcome to World in 2 Minutes. These are your headlines. An Iraqi military spokesman says Ramadi is fully liberated from Daesh terrorists. Earlier, a government compound was recaptured by the Iraqi army, signalling the defeat of Daesh in the city. Last week, Prime Minister Haider al Abadi said Iraq's armed forces also plan to retake Mosul from Daesh once they have Ramadi under control. Ramadi has been in the hands of Daesh since May. It's believed to be the second major city in Iraq after Tikrit to be recaptured from the terrorist group. Families trapped in two Shiite towns in Idlib and besieged rebel fighters in the town of Zabadani have been evacuated. It's part of a deal backed by the United Nations and supervised by the International Committee of the Red Cross. Ambulances and buses entered Zabadani to transport scores of insurgents to Beirut airport, from where they'll travel to Turkey. They'll be able to go back to rebel-held areas in Syria or stay for treatment in Turkey. If needed around the same time, about 300 Shiite families in Fouaa and Kafreyya will travel to Turkey by land to fly to Beirut. Syrian Minister of National Reconciliation Ali Haider said the families will then go back to other parts of Syria. Japan and South Korea have reached a landmark agreement to compensate women who were sexually enslaved during the Second World War. Japan's foreign minister says the countries agreed to pay $8.7 million in compensation to be divided amongst the 46 surviving so-called comfort women. He added that the Japanese Prime Minister expresses an apology and repentance from the bottom of his heart to the victims. Up to 200,000 women, mostly from Korea, were forced to work in Japanese brothels during World War II. Saudi Arabia's Council of Economic and Development Affairs says the government ran a record budget deficit of close to $100 billion in 2015. An advisor to the sub-cabinet said the deficit is considered an acceptable figure. In 2015, 73% of Saudi Arabia's revenue came from oil, a 23% decrease from the previous fiscal year. With Brent crude prices hovering near 11-year lows, the country suffered a sharp fall in income. Thanks for watching. TRTworld.com, Istanbul.